can be a crazy place. Uh-oh! That's why Les Schwab Tires fixes brakes, steering, and more. And those guys don't. Keep driving. I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first, so I can backseat drive with confidence.
Help maximize your mileage with a free safety check. Just swing by. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do-It-Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Welcome to Snohomish High School as we open the volleyball season here on STSPN. Getting the starting lineups announced first for the visitors from Glacier Peak High School. It's Glacier Peak and Snohomish just mere days after the Dick Armstrong Cup, so perhaps a little chance for revenge for Snohomish High and their talented group. Very young, actually, I take that back. The bottom half of the roster is where all the seniors are hidden. But Tyler Gildersleeve-Stiles, the returning sophomore, one of the young leaders for this Snohomish Panthers squad, in front of a loud and raucous crowd, as you can already hear. Trying to make sure I get all of my starters here. Kara Beverford, Maddie Andrist, and Ayla Grant, I believe, getting the start. Reagan Bullock, Annika Smith, and Livia Harrison getting the start for Snohomish High. Oh, and I missed one. Adriana Galvin, your starting lineup for the Snohomish Lady Panthers, and Morgan Doyle, the head coach. Just about ready to honor America here before we get this one underway. And announcing the officials as well. We're going to have a full season of volleyball action here on STSPN, and if we have any technical difficulties, it's because we're pumping out the 4K, so just bear with us because won't be able to restart the stream until the next broadcast, right?
That's right. Well, we can reset it, but we can't move it to a different stream, so we'll have to just fight through it.
So power through it with us if you will. We'll step aside for a break. Back after this. Back here on STSPN for the opening play here of set number 1. For those not familiar with high school volleyball rules, you play a best of 5 sets to make up one match. You have to win by 2 in the first to 25 rules in the first 4 sets. Fifth deciding set, if needed, would have to get to 15 and win by 2. Everybody getting situated with the final game plan. Snohomish in the all black to your left. Libero in red, that's the defensive specialist. To your right, the Glacier Peak Grizzlies in the navy blue, the libero in white. Libero is able to sub out at will, the only player who is allowed to do that. It is getting a little louder in here in Snohomish High. Glacier Peak took the football game on Friday night, so revenge on the mind of the Panther faithful, including one who can't be here tonight but may have us, dialed up on YouTube. Where are we broadcasting tonight, by the way? YouTube, STSPN.com, anywhere else?
Well, we would be doing it other places, but we are trying to make sure that the 4K broadcast goes off. If it goes off, then the next time we'll try it on both YouTube and Twitter and STSPN and
everywhere else.
Go from there. We'll keep adding them as it goes along.
Taking on the world. Chloe Wiersma, Juliana Ashby, Addison Galbraith, Ava Nowak. Among those for Glacier Peak. We'll get more names as we go, and that is a service ace to get us started for Snohomish High. 1-0 Panthers. Back out to serve again is Ayla Grant. Grant is a 5'9" setter and a senior. This one is driven skyward. Peak will have a chance to return. And that one out. Point to even it up, Glacier Peak. Good eye by the Grizzlies as they let that one go out of bounds. Solid and vocal crowd here inside the historic Snohomish High gym. As that serve is low from Ava Novak. Novak is a 5'10" outside hitter and a sophomore. 2-1 off the service error. And Snohomish seems dialed in the first set. Nice dig. But saved on the other side by the Grizzlies. In the net, good play by Glacier Peak. Rejected. The wall built. Adriana Galvan among the two black shirts there. But they're going to say that Snohomish got in the net. I thought it was a clean play for the Panthers. That went out, and the Panthers will take a point away.
They get one anyway.
Yeah. 3-2, Snohomish, and libero to serve. That's Annika Smith. And we have whistle stopping play. Double hit against Glacier Peak.
It's very warm in here tonight. We say we got a big industrial fan across the way over there. The girls in front of us are taking a bag of ice and putting it on their head.
Might be a smart play. It's a warm September. Whoa! A laser beam by Chloe Wiersma. 4-3 Glacier Peak. Get out of the way. Checking in Tessa Mossberg, and the sophomore will serve. Tip drill. Oh, dug out well again by Wiersma, who gets out of the way, but they can't clear the net. Point to Snohomish. Again, Panthers looking solid in the early going here. Little substitution. Olivia Harrison. And back there to serve, Ellie Wetmore, I believe. And that one out. Point to Peak, 1 point set. As Wiersma will serve for Glacier Peak, the visitors. Dug out, little miscommunication, and they will get it across the net from Smith. Smith gets her paws on it again. Nice tip, nice tip. Rotating and spinning it over the net, Livia Harrison. That was one of those, almost the opposite of a don't shoot, good shot. She cleared the net and was like, did I do that? Cool. She will serve as well. And I thought it was a good set. Double hit again. 7-4. Glacier Peak was really trying to set something up there, and it goes for naught for the second time this set. Blocked. Rocketed back in the air again by the Grizzlies, and they will trickle it over the net this time. No. Denied again. And an excellent job just building a wall at the net. Panthers on another planet right now. As Harrison set to serve again. Looks like this will be a jump serve. Nice dig. GP got to communicate. They'll clear the net. Oh, and what a kill from the far side. Clean, like the great Finisi did it himself. Timeout, Glacier Peak. Do we step aside on these? We will. Back after this, 9-4 Snohomish.
At GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, we know that comfort is more than just the heating and cooling equipment we deliver. It's also the comfort our customers feel with the people they engage with in the process. For over 40 years, residents of Snohomish County have trusted GNS Heating to improve the comforts of their home. And now you can save up to $2,000 on heat pumps and air conditioners during our pre-season cooling sale. Visit gsheating.com today.
Back to it on STSPN, and keep it locked in all the time. Hit the bell. Subscribe for all those notifications and updates.
Yeah, subscribe, and also down below, if you guys make a little comment down there in the comment section on the bottom, not the chat, well, you can do the chat too, but do comments down below because that helps bring us towards the top for the algorithm.
Another serve from Snohomish. Oh, that is filthy, and Snohomish playing out of their minds in set number 1.
That's just silly.
10-4, good buddy. Panthers with the lead. Gonna have to ice down the arm for Olivia Harrison. Little jump serve. And that one too hot to handle. The libero, Antonia Ordonez. The senior got her fists on it, but it went the wrong way.
I think this is a revenge game.
Snohomish is locked in. Harrison with the dig and a whistle. And they'll give the points on the double hit to GP.
You know, Snohomish always has a really good volleyball club.
The tradition.
Like their soccer. Their soccer is usually pretty solid too.
Not a bad girls basketball program either.
That's true.
Miscommunication, and they kept it alive, or did they? No. Delayed call, 4 hits. They did keep it alive. I think it surprised even Snohomish that they weren't called out on that one. 11-6. In the JV, Glacier Peak was able to mount a comeback in the third set. Trying to get on the comeback trail here, and that'll help. Scintillating spike by Reagan Bullock, but it goes right into the net, point GP. Other games to watch tonight. Lake Stevens is at Arlington, Mariner at Getchell, Nathan Hale at Shorewood. More to follow. Good play here by GP to keep it alive. And another miscommunication, and that one drops in the corner between Wetmore and Harrison.
You know, of course, we want everybody to come watch Friday night Snohomish against Montlake Terrace for football. But I got to tell you, it's going to be hard-pressed to outgather that Bellevue Lake Stevens game.
Yes. Trying to eyeball that one, Ayla Grant, and that one dropped in front of her and went under the net.
Now you're going to be here with us Friday, right?
Yes, I will be Mount Lake Terrace in Snohomish from Veterans Memorial Stadium.
And Bill Kusler.
Yes.
Brought him out of retirement.
Yeah, he helps out when he can, but he's quite happy to be a part of it. What a block at the net. Hang a gold star on Jessica Eames. And now a timeout Panthers as GP has cut this to 11-10. We'll take a break. Back after this on STSPN. Back to it on STSPN, broadcasting in crystal clear 4K. So if there are any issues, which so far so good, but if there are any issues, just bear with us. Working out the bugs for our first game as well. Dugout in the middle for Snohomish. Mossberg. Oh, rejected. Nice elevation by Ayla Grant. Reagan Bullock there as well, and she will handle the serve. Libero checking out, and Annika Smith. Nice placement, Ava Nowak, excuse me. That's why she told me to just call her Ava when I was checking my pronunciations. She was very clear about that, and I apparently just didn't listen. My apologies.
Did she say she wanted a player of the game shirt?
Well, I'm sure they all wanted player of the game shirt.
That's right.
Adrenaline fundraising player of the game to be awarded after this one's over with. Nice two-handed shove. What a dig! Spinning dig from Ordonez. Ordonez with the set. A little unconventional offense, but it kind of worked. Set, spike, crawls over, dug out again. Good dig by Snohomish. There's the set, there's the spike, drops in to the net. Excellent location to put it where no one can get to it. Sub will check in for Snohomish. Wetmore has a seat. Jillian Seymour checking in, I believe. Nope, Galvan. Out. Oh, excuse me. They give the point to the Grizzlies.
Did you see what that was about?
I did not. I saw the very quick signal, but I don't know my rule book as well as I know my football one. 13-12 your score. You got to win by 2. Nice dig right in the middle again by Snohomish. Out. That was out. The green line is the in line. I do not agree with this call at all.
What did they call there?
They said that was in. At least that's what I...
Well, no, there was something where you put the hand to the top of the flag.
I will have to pull up my rule book here at the next stoppage and decipher. Could have been some shenanigans with the Panthers. Tip toward the back line. This is not flowing the way that these matchups normally flow, but it is the first one after all. Dug out, popped up into the divider up there, and the point for Snohomish. If it's in play, it's in play, and didn't play to the whistle. 2-point lead, Panthers. Nice job with the alternate timing by GP. And that one will rattle inside the post. And they're going to call in the official from the far side, or from the near side right end. I think it crawled inside of the far post over there and trickled out of bounds. I think that also should be point Panthers. We'll just have to see. But 3 of the officials are having a discussion. And again, they're going to give the point to Glacier Peak, which will tie this game up at 14. Sub will check in. Eames out, Galbraith in for Glacier Peak.
A lot of technical stuff.
Going deeper into the rule book. And that one skips into the fans, and Glacier Peak has its first lead. Grizzlies taking over 15-14. It was all Snohomish early. Nice dig. Panthers having to get back into this. They will clear the net. Playing from your heels. And that one will get down. Point. Glacier Peak Grizzlies. 2-point lead now, 16-14. Ordonez serves that one right into the net. Sub-cycle through. Looks like Reagan Bullock back in. Maddie Andrist out. Ordonez with the dig. There's the set. There is a spike. That one nearly off of the face of Annika Smith. Point GP. More subs will cycle. Juliana Ashby out for the Grizzlies. Good dig by Nowak. And GP gets it across the net. Oh, point Panthers. Harrison gets credit for the point. Sub will cycle. Galvin out. And in to serve is Ellie Wetmore. 1-point game, or 1-point set, I should say. Rejected, and they'll still keep it alive. What a play by Glacier Peak. Tip drill, got it! Panthers playing at the net. Olivia Harrison dropped that one right in front of the front line. 17 all. I don't know what we expected going into this one, but rivalry matchup indeed. Gotta be careful here. Could not get called for the double hit or the 4-hit. Drop that one in, dug out by a fingernail. And they're gonna finally blow this one dead on the 4-hit. Give that one to GP. GP by a point.
No, follow it when they're served.
And dug out on the back line by Wetmore. Sent across, a little in between, miscommunication by the Grizzlies. Play at the net, and what's the call? Out. They are going to say that was Grizzly ball, and I agree with them, actually. I thought that snuck inside the post, ate up one of the front liners in black, and then went out. That was why I hesitated.
The lineman thought it was in. I mean out.
And that one,
that's pretty.
yeah, that's a no
pretty cut
doubter.
and dry there.
Another Finese special. For those wondering who that is, the great Finese, legend out of Texas A&M, turkey hunter. So we're hunting for kills here That's Snohomish High volleyball action. That one just a little bit misplayed. 8 up Tessa Mossberg, and it ties the game at 19. Back to serve again, Livia Harrison. She has had a lot of success on that back line. There, Mossberg gets all of it. Tip drill, and they're gonna say in the net, into the net. Breaks didn't work for the Grizzlies. 2019, Panthers in front. Got to get to 25 and win by 2. Opening set here, Snohomish and GP Volleyball. You can catch the action every week on STSPN. Camp Harold Todd Elvig along for the ride. Ordonez with the dig. Punched into the backcourt and into the net. That should have been stopped. Play will continue. Rejected. Play will continue again. There's a tip drill. Snohomish hanging tough and out. After all that, point Glacier Peak off of the, well, inaccurate spike. Good series, though.
Don't forget to bring your binoculars on Friday.
Good point. Galbraith into the net, 21-20. Snohomish has got a little work to do. They're up by a point, within spying distance of 25, but they need an extra point advantage. And as we all know, you got to hit your extra points. They sort of shoved it, threw it at Glacier Peak. And there is the kill at the net, point Glacier Peak, and we're tied at 21. Subs will check in for both sides. Catch any college football over the weekend?
I was working on the wife's sewing room.
Ah. A noble effort, if nothing else. Good placement, better dig by GP. And the rally continues. Kicked ball, and now they're gonna have another discussion about this one.
Have a little powwow.
I feel like that's GP's win again, or are they gonna discuss about that kick at the very end? I really hope that nothing comes of that. Snohomish gonna take some time to huddle and talk this over. Also have soccer on the schedule for STSPN this season. Point GP, and that will give them the lead again. 22-21. Reason I mentioned about extra points and whatnot, did you hear about the debacle of a game, Iowa and South Dakota State? Good block.
I did not.
Good block at the net. Snohomish keeps it alive, though. In between, spins it through. Point Snohomish, and we're tied again. It was a 7-3 win for Iowa over South Dakota State. That wasn't a touchdown. That was a field goal and 2 safeties.
No kid.
The vaunted Iowa offense could not score a touchdown against an FCS opponent. That was tough. 22 all. Remember, got to win by 2 and hit 25 to take the opening set here. Shoveled across by Ashby. Little low for Galvin. 23-22. Of course, could also be like Florida State winning on the blocked extra point on Sunday night. That one just ate up Kira Beverford. I think it caught her in the chin and then the body. 24-22. Timeout, I believe, but they haven't hit the clock yet. We'll step aside for a break here on STSPN.
The road can be a crazy place. Uh-oh! That's why Les Schwab Tires fixes brakes, steering, and more. And those guys don't. Keep driving. I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first, so I can backseat drive with confidence.
Help maximize your mileage with a free safety check. Just swing by. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing.
Back here on STSPN, 24-22, Glacier Peak with the lead. It is set point. This broadcast is sponsored by Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing. GP looking to do the right thing and put this first set away on the road in front of a hostile SHS crowd. Margin for error is thin for Snohomish. Good dig to the corner. Nice placement. And nice job of building the wall, rising and denying Andrist and Galvin. And that will take it out of set point. Actually, check that. It will not take it out of set point because it's 24-23. And that will take that one away. 25-23 on the service error, and the opening set will go to Glacier Peak. So I believe that's another break for us as they reset the sides. Step aside for a break. It is 1-0 Glacier Peak on the road on STSPN.
Come with us. The new generation. The next level. Sending it big.
You're in for a good run. Let's go.
Come with us to the track, to the trails, to the slopes, to the surf, to the fight, to the race. Look at this! To the 4 a.m. starts. Training harder, pushing further, hitting back, hard. To the fans, to the followers, and the haters. Come with us to the blood, to the sweat, and the broken bones. Cue rehab. We never quit. We never give up. We take control. To the world titles. To the world's first. The world's best. Come with us. We're just getting started.
It's going to be so much fun. I promise you.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back. And, you know, that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
Here on the team, you know, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else in the boats.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
Bickford Ford is Western Washington's #1 Ford truck store. Northwest weather is always a challenge, but we work regardless of what's going on outside. Your truck better do more than just come along for the ride. It needs to work as hard as you do. Since 1934, Bickford has been matching the best truck to the right job. And right now, Bickford has 138 F-Series in stock, from the best-selling F-150s to medium-duty F-650s. Bickford Ford, on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish and Bickford.net.
Back here on STSPN, STSPN, says the broadcaster. As Snohomish trying to get behind the Panthers. They were on the business end of a 25-23 loss in the opening set. Broadcast sponsored by Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing. Very, very important to the Les Schwab folks. GP was ready to go with about 45 seconds left on that clock between sets. Snohomish had quite a bit to talk about as they'll get back to work here. Snohomish High in the all-black uniforms. To your left, Glacier Peak or GP. The Grizzlies in the blue, the navy blue, and white for the libero. And GP will serve after their first set victory. GP, a young school, but still plenty of skins on the wall, as we say. A lot of victories, a lot of successes early on. Scalding spike there, but handled with grace. Whoa! Rolling fist dig. And the rally continues. Little tip. Staying home with Smith to dig that one out. What a wall on the far side. Ashby and Eames say no thank you, and GP takes the point. Grizzlies up 1-0. Up 1 point to none. A dig by Wetmore. And a violation. 2 hits will give that one over to GP as well. Looks like one of the changes they made was to put Ellie Wetmore as their starting libero in this one, and they switched Annika Smith over from libero to middle blocker, perhaps? Crawled that one over, and they'll give the point to Snohomish. I thought it was in the net, but I think they actually called a lift there. I'm kind of screened by the student section. Oh, and Gildersleeve Styles into the game for the first time. Good set at the net. GP with a creative move, but it was a bit too creative. Another lift, and it gives the point to the Panthers to tie it up at 2.
Coach is having a couple words with him.
Coach is having a couple of words with whom exactly? Oh, the fans, yes. Point, Panthers. 3-0 rally. Back to serve, Ayla Grant. That one a little offline from Ordonez. And another point for Snohomish. Snohomish on a 4-0 run here in set number 2. Snohomish players all competing for that game shirt, the player of the game shirt, presented by Adrenaline Fundraising. Good communication. Snohomish tried to drop it in the corner, popped up by GP. And there's that little in-between shovel. That is a well-used weapon, Ava Nowak. It's not always the prettiest thing, but it's the placement and the results. That's all that matters. GP to serve, down a point. Good wall. Sort of popped that one over the net. Point, Panthers. The communication letting GP down a bit. Coach Dave Thorne barking out some instructions here. Girls have got to talk. Dugout, Nowak. Cleared across, nice dig by Wetmore. Point GP. 5-4. Panthers in front. Set number 2. Ordonez, laser beam of a serve, and that's not an ace, but it's pretty doggone close. At least I don't think it's an ace, because she got a paw on it. 5-5. Wetmore to dig, and that one will carry him off the supports. It's another unanswered point for Ordonez and the Grizzlies. 6-5. Ordonez sends it right for her libero counterpart across the way. Nice dig in the middle. Wiersma tipped it towards the net, tried to put the soft touch fading away, but Ashby couldn't clear the top of the net, and it's a point for the Panthers. Wetmore out, Andrist in. Rocketed high. Just a smack thud. And it comes back to bite him with intensity, dropping right in front of Nowak. What a kill for the Panthers. 7-6, Snohomish. Set number 2. Cleared across and just handcuffed one of the Panthers, Reagan Bullock, and a point to tie it up for GP. Subs will cycle through. Returning and serving is Tessa Mossberg, the 5'1" sophomore. I believe she's playing a setter role in this rotation. Nice network. And again, just unreal play. That is laser precision from GP. 8-7. Mossberg to serve again. Nice kill. Nice kill. It was started and I think ended by Kelsey Nichols over on the far side. Sub cycling through. Annika Smith back in. Gildersleeve Styles out for the Panthers. 8-all, second set. Ordonez to start. Oh, filthy off the hand of Wiersma. The junior outside hitter does what she does best. Wiersma. Sort of a pop serve. Tip drill out of bounds. Yes. Grizzlies will eye the line and let it go. 10-8 as Wiersma will serve again. Oof. A little bit of a reflex by Nichols. The junior buries that one in the net, and it's a point for the Grizzlies. I was just thinking about the communication and composure for the Panthers. It's kind of evaporated. And right on cue, that would be an ace. An ace for Wiersma. Their offensive percentages have got to be solid in set number 2. Dug out almost into the crowd. Good hustle. Good hustle by Snohomish.
That's amazing.
Bender to the back line. Get this one over to. No, that one drops a little bit short. Whirling dervish, perhaps, to describe Snohomish. And the Panthers will call a timeout. Down 13-8 in set number 2. We'll take it as well. Sponsored by Les Schwab Tires. This is STSPN.
The road can be a crazy place. Uh-oh! That's why Les Schwab Tires fixes brakes, steering, and more. And those guys don't. Keep driving. I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first, so I can backseat drive with confidence.
Help maximize your mileage with a free safety check. Just swing by. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing.
Back here on STSPN, Amp Harrell, Todd Elvig, the cast of thousands, and of course the folks doing all the heavy lifting in the truck, yes.
Yep.
Cannot forget them. 13-8. Glacier Peak with the lead. And that one, another rocket shot out of bounds, point GP. Wiersma's going to have to ice down the arm. Good dig. And Snohomish does break up the rally. They just snuck it inside the green line. Coach Thorne had some very quick words for the officials. Wanted to clarify something. Back to serve for Snohomish. A jump serve from Nichols. Good job to anticipate. Ayla Grant and I think that was Maddie Andrist built a wall and said no. 14-10. Snohomish trails here, and that one out. 15-10. That's not going to help the comeback effort for Snohomish in set 2. Dropped the first one 25-23, trailing by 5 here in the second set. Represented by Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing here on the broadcast. Oh, right over the shoulders. Scintillating. I think it was Andrist again. Panthers with a blistering point. Wetmore, the libero this go round, sends it across. Excellent placement, twisting away and across her body. Jessica Eames, the senior middle blocker. That's a highlight reel play. Mossberg checks out for GP.
Are you keeping track of who's doing what over there?
Yeah, giving it a little bit of an effort, yeah. Because, of course, we do have to award our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game when we're all done. Everybody wants the shirt. Excellent hustle to keep that one going. Nichols. And Nichols will do it herself. Out. Oh, GP with the appeal? No, they're going to say it was Snohomish with the point. GP was celebrating. I think it was Nowak that said, no, that was touched.
Yeah.
Almost worked. Ayla Grant fires that one across. Rejected again. Point Panthers. Up front, Gildersleeve Stiles. And I think Heidi Chambers may have gotten a piece of that one as well. Versatile but undersized front line, at least in this configuration. So they'll, of course, go to the back line. Shoveled across. Good tip in the net. They're going to say point Panthers. Concerned a moment for Snohomish, but she got out of the net quickly. 16-14. And the dig puts it over. Tip drill again. No. Point Panthers. Oh! Are they going to say point GP for being over the net? I think that's the call. She was just kind of camped out there and had her hands over the net. 17-14. GP with the advantage. And a miscommunication. Ayla Grant and I think that was Gildersleeve Stiles over there. One thought the other was going to get it. 4-point advantage here for GP. Sort of bounced it across. Set piece, Chambers drops it in, they'll dig it out and can't convert. Chambers with a nice setup there, and it's a point for Snohomish. 3-point advantage. Got to win by 2 and get to 25. Crowd goes wild for Heidi Chambers. That can't get the line on that one. The 5'9" freshman outside hitter. That would be why the crowd's going so nuts. When freshmen do great things, you get a fan following. Chambers has a seat for the returning Livia Harrison. It goes right to Harrison immediately, and there's a whistle. Double strike. Point GP. 5-point lead for the visitors from Cathcart Way. Just cleared the net. Good concentration by Snohomish to not give up on it, though. And good concentration by GP to get a point out of it. Timeout on the floor. 21-15. Snohomish trails on STSPN. Back here on STSPN, presented by Les Schwab Tires. Amp Harrell here with you, joined by the man actually in charge. But when I find him, I'll throw Todd Elvick out and put him in place.
If you ever want to wonder why the bleachers cost so much, because they have to be able to withstand all the fans jumping up and down on them.
I remember a few years and a handful of cheeseburgers ago when I could do that. 21-15, the visitors from Glacier Peak jumping all over the scoreboard. They're up 1-0. Fandom is a fun thing. Rise, spike, score! Kelsey Nichols from the far side.
That was deliberate.
That was outstanding. Drove that one through with authority. Back to serve is Reagan Bullock. Tipped across, dug out Nichols. Shuffled back across, and an eat-em-up ball. 21-17. I like the grit in set 2 as Snohomish refuses to go away. Good dig Ordonez to the net, driven across, nope. And they'll just sort of heave that one towards the net, nothing doing. 22-17 on the outskirts of Be Careful country if you're a Panther. Back in Mossberg. Mossberg will spell Ashby. Cornelius up front directing traffic. Dug out and rocketed back over in one fell swoop. Rejected at the net, bang! Point, Glacier Peak. Galbraith and Lucy Cornelius. Cornelius, as a setter, has been involved in just about everything that Glacier Peak has done thus far. 23-17. At the wall, and the point will go to Snohomish. Trickling it right in front of Cornelius. 23-18. Cornelius the set, there's the spike, it goes up and over, and that will be a point for GP, and it is set point.
She looked at her hands and was like, what?
That wasn't what I told you to do.
Yeah. I'm amazed that they can go back and forth as it is. I just don't know how they can track that ball that fast.
Some of it's reflexes, some of it's conditioning, and some of it is just being in the right place at the right time. Set point for GP, miscommunication, they'll punch it back up, got to get it over, and they do not. Good job, specifically Ayla Grant in the area where Andrist and Harrison too. 24-19, it's still set point GP. Ouch, and that will be set number 2, and they go up 2-0. Elimination time, perhaps, for the Snohomish Panthers. We will step aside for a break. This is high school volleyball presented by Les Schwab Tires on STSPN.
The road can be a crazy place. Uh-oh! That's why Les Schwab Tires fixes brakes, steering, and more. And those guys don't. Keep driving. I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first, so I can backseat drive with confidence.
Help maximize your mileage with a free safety check. Just swing by. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back, and you know that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
This is Witch Doctor requesting immediate hot extra.
Here on team, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else in the boat.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
Back here to Snohomish High. Amp Harold, Todd Elvig here with you. It's high school volleyball, Wesco Volleyball, presented by Les Schwab Tires. Glacier Peak took the first 2 sets, and at set point, it was actually a service error that gave him the set victory. So now, sitting on a 2-0 lead It is GP's match to lose. Snohomish has got some work to do. The Panthers want to come back in this one. By the way, I know we've got some fantastic sponsors taking care of us, but I've got to ask, you may or may not know, are the pumpkin spice thingies out already at Airfield Espresso?
I'm sure they are. I haven't mentioned Airport Espresso because she really takes care of us over there, and I didn't want her to have to make an extra trip over here with a couple of drinks.
Wow.
But usually if I give her a little shout, all of a sudden she's sending somebody over here, which really surprises during basketball. We're sitting here broadcasting, and we talked her up a little bit over there, and all of a sudden a couple of drinks arrived, and I'm like, oh, come on.
Just the magic teleporter.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to talk about that because I am not Team PSL. I am not Team Pumpkin Spice. And so, of course, what does my girlfriend do? She sends me a text while I'm broadcasting that says, "It's your favorite season." And it was a coffee place down south with the full-on chalkboard covered in pumpkins.
Nice.
So I was like, I bet Airfield Espresso has some pumpkin spice flavored something or other.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
I'm a parachute punch guy.
Ooh. I think that may be my next taste test next time I'm at Airfield Way.
It's pretty good.
I'm more of a pretty basic hot chai tea latte. Spiced or vanilla, either one. Back to action here. And right into the net. And right over the shoulder of Maddie Andrus. Point Peak. So again, it's the best of 5 sets. GP looking to make it an early night here. Ooh, blistering spike, but just a little offline. Was that a 15 that drilled that one, or was that a 13? Thought we had a Sophia Red Elk sighting. Rocketed back across. Ordonia's got a piece of it, but she didn't put it anywhere that Ashby could run it down. I think the earlier kill was Adriana Galvin. 2-1 your score. Third set. Serve just a little bit low. 3-1 Peak. And, you know, we talk a lot about high school sports and rivalries and tradition. I love the rivalry that these schools have built, as that one Karem's offline and out of bounds, point GP. For just, a little over a decade that these two schools, that GP has existed, I should say, these two schools love to hate each other.
Yeah, it started out a little hostile because it's like
tip drill. Maddie Andrus, I believe.
They when they split the Glacier Peak off, they were a little bit of a illegitimate stepchild, because you look on the wall here and you can see all these state championships. That's because the school was so big.
I've seen a few
like
of
Lake
those.
Stevens, right? Lake Stevens wins everything.
A rocket shot. Either Galbraith or Cornelius.
So Lake Stevens is like either the second or third largest school in the state. And they originally were going to separate that out to a second high school, but they said, no, we'll make that a 9th grade. Keep all our seniors.
Size does, in fact, matter in high school sports.
It does, and these two schools, I think they've really come into their own now. Snohomish has some sports that they just dominate in.
Good rally there. Nichols with the dig to save the point. And then she does it again, but it's into the net, and I believe right into the nose of Grant, and nothing you can do with that one. Kind of hard to clear the net when it's off your beak. Source, I would know. I've been hitting the nose with just about every sports ball that exists. But yeah, I remember the ferocious battles when schools get broken up. In between a hop, and that one drops right in front of Nichols. 7-2, GP on fire. Now, I covered a county that had 3 high schools. Then they consolidated into one. Then about 30 years later, they split off one and had one in the north end and one in the south end. The north end got the speed, the south end got the bigs. Actually, I think I might have that backwards, but. Tip drill. Wiersma in the area. I'll give it to Galbraith.
Well, a fun fact is that these schools really are not that much different in size. They could either, both of them could be 4A, both of them could be 3A.
That one is out, just barely. Kelsey Nichols watched it go. And I was kind of hanging on white knuckle there. I thought that was an ace.
Yeah, it was close.
But yeah, what you like about this is the close proximity, the close size, the big brother, little brother mentality, or I guess in this case, big sister, little sister mentality.
Well, the truth is all these kids are friends off the court, so.
That one in. That one is in. Good kill, good eyes. 9-3 GP. Remember, it's get to 25 and win by 2, and GP is, well, the Grizzlies are on their horses, if you will. Setting it up, Grant. That one rocketed across. Good dig by Mossberg. Back across over the line.
That one's out.
Yep. That one was out by a couple feet. Nowak. Took him a second to get on the same page.
Well, GP was petitioning for something. I think they were trying to say that it was touch, but it wasn't.
Look out. That one, the dig was offline and over the head of the head coach, Dave Thorne. One of his assistants, I think that was Doug Hain, just kind of looked up and went, oh, okay. Rise and rocket unleashed.
I couldn't even tell where that ball came down at, so I was just waiting to see which way he was going to point.
Addison Galbraith just rocketed it off the hands, I think, of Ayla Grant and went between her and the net. Just a scorch. 10-5. Shoveled across. Oh, that one just a little too low, and I think she knew it from the jump, Chloe Wiersma. She was in midair, and you could see just the slightest dip of the shoulders.
I'll give you a little update. We've dropped 0 frames.
Isn't that like talking about a perfect game, dude?
Yeah.
Shuffled back across. And that one is a point for the Panthers. Mossberg did all she could to keep it in play, but put it right out of reach of her teammates. 10-7. Snohomish on the comeback trail this time. Broadcast is presented by Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing.
And the computer's doing the right thing.
It is indeed. Tipped and dug out. Good play by Nichols to go to the floor for it. Mossberg. Flipped around. In play. Nowak. Drop the hammer. Subs will cycle. Lucy Cornelius, sophomore.
Must be the JV players down in front of us. I like those jerseys.
Yeah, I think those are the jerseys they were wearing before with what we call the name drop. That one was in play, and that's another point. Timeout for the Panthers. We'll take it as well. But the name below the numbers, that's a new sort of NBA kind of thing. 11-8. Snohomish. Oh, no, it's not a timeout. Excuse me. My apologies. I thought I heard timeout.
We were about ready to go, too, because I was going to believe you.
That one up into the rafters and down for a point, Panthers. I think Snohomish is glad they didn't call a timeout there because they're on a rally.
They are, too.
11-9. Miscommunication, point Panthers. Keep an eye on Coach Dave Thorne. He might burn a timeout here.
He's going to do it here in a second. I can tell the look on his face.
Yeah, he's not a happy camper in set 3. Wiersma. That one over and back to Wiersma again. Setting it up, Cornelius shoveled that one through. Point for GP. Glacier Peak needed that one.
Oh, the school's on the bottom, not their name.
Yes. It just says Snohomish, which is a whole lot easier to print than knowing everyone's name. That one is out. 12-11. Nichols to serve for Snohomish High. Out. A little bit too much sauce on that one for Kelsey Nichols.
No.
Sub. Eames checks out. 2-point lead for GP. Nichols might have been better served to let that one go. And that is a point for the Grizzlies.
If you notice the camera shaking a little bit, we have a toddler over here that's doing a little stomp dance.
That's what toddlers do.
Absolutely.
They toddle. Line was a little low for Ordonez. 14-12.
That's why my name's Todd, because
there's toddling going on. Yeah, the kid's excited at least. Getting into the spirit of things. Needing a little help, Nowak, and that one's cleared over by Galbraith. Good set, a little too far out though. Out of bounds, 15-12, Glacier Peak.
I love seeing all the families here, and
yeah,
a lot of people we know, a lot of people we don't know.
A lot of people we will know before the season's over with.
Exactly.
Shoveled over the head of Tessa Mossberg. Excellent placement. Adriana Galvin. 15-13.
Dave's doing a little teaching over there.
Teaching moment. Got a good mix of youth and experience on both of these squads. Opening night for both schools in volleyball. Looks like an infraction against the homestanding Panthers, 16-13. GP just got to keep it in cruise control here. Good dig by Wiersma into the net, whistle. And a point for Snohomish. 2-point lead for Glacier Peak.
Which is nothing.
Yeah.
Not the way these girls play.
Had a 7-2 score at one point in this third set, I think. Blocked down right into the hands of Nowak. Good dig. Nichols is rejected, mistimed the jump, and it's a point for Peak. Out will go the libero Ordonez. Back in comes Jessica Eames, a 6-footer.
Or as we say at our house, a footer.
Indeed. Nothing you can do with that one, really. Ellie Wetmore, shoes stuck to the floor. She's not the libero for this set. Hanukkah Smith is. 4-point lead for the Peak. Dig gets just over the net, and they're going to give the point to Glacier Peak. 5-point game and a timeout on the floor. We will take this one as well for real this time. 5-point lead for Glacier Peak on STSPN.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Back to it. Wesco Volleyball on STSPN, presented by Les Schwab Tires. He is Todd Elvig. I'm Amp Harrell. I'll be back with you on Friday, right back out on the parking lot, Veterans Memorial Stadium. More STSPN sporting action. Can catch it just about every night of the week, buddy.
That's what we aim for, but just all depends.
Gotta have warm bodies as well.
That's correct.
Glacier Peak in front by 5. Set number 3, they've taken the first 2 sets. And that one will drop up and over. Point Peak, 20-14. You gotta get to 25 and win by 2. And again, Glacier Peak in the driver's seat. Addison Galbraith sends that one into the net. Both teams fighting not only for the victory, but for the shirt. Being the Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game, we'll award that in the post-game show and have a chat with her. A lot of potential recipients here. Dig by Wiersma. And miss struck. Didn't see if that was Nowak or if that was Eames. But it's another point for the Panthers. Snohomish with that in-between serve. Kind of popped the return back over. Mossberg could not let it go. Mossberg, a libero by trade, and she just, if it comes near her, she's going to go after it. I saw a libero playing college volleyball that would dive into metal bleachers out the end line for every single point. Luckily, the band and the cheerleaders were there to catch her. Good dig by Snohomish, and they'll get rewarded with a point. Excellent team effort by the Snohomish Panthers. And a timeout on the floor again.
Dave.
Yeah.
He's like this. We got to stop the bleeding.
Dave Thorne up by 2. We'll be back after this. It's Snohomish and Glacier Peak, presented by Les Schwab Tires on STSPN.
At GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, we know that comfort is more than just the heating and cooling equipment we deliver. It's also the comfort our customers feel with the people they engage with in the process. For over 40 years, residents of Snohomish County have trusted GNS Heating to improve the comforts of their home. And now you can save up to $2,000 on heat pumps and air conditioners during our pre-season cooling sale. Visit gsheating.com today.
Back here on STSPN, Snohomish Panthers trying to steal a set here, down 2-0. 20-18 here in set number 3. Glacier Peak with the lead on the road.
Well, there's a little miscommunication there.
Just a bit. And is that one out? It is. Yes, Glacier Peak point, 21-18. The timeout for head coach Dave Thorne paying off there. Mossberg checks out.
I think that was kind of lucky on that one.
Perhaps. Lucy Cornelius in. Rejected, and they'll still clear the net. Good hustle by the Panthers. Changed her mind 3 times on that sequence. Juliana Ashby unloads the gun, and it's a point for the Panthers. You could just see it happen. Do I just drill it? Do I lift it? What do I? And it didn't work. Easy for me to say from my comfy chair up here. Tied by Wiersma, and they'll get it across the net. Good hustle by GP. Clobbered, blocked, nope. Tip drill, should have called in the net. They called 4 hits instead. 22-19. Peak stabilizing the ship.
Oh, I got a text from Amp Harrell. He says he's on his way.
Oh, well, if you see that guy, don't let him in here. He's a rank amateur. Shoveled back across. Right into and back out of the hands. Snohomish, a little Keystone Cops there running into each other. 23-19. Win by 2 and reach 25. Nice dig that gets over the net. Slap back across by GP. And miscommunication. And that will result in the point in the serve going to Snohomish. GP can't look past any points. Up 3 on the road. Ordonez with the dig. And just clobbered. Absolutely crushed. Ava Nowak. And now it is match point.
Oh, is there timeout?
Yeah. Looks like there is, so we will step aside for a break. We're presented by Les Schwab Tires. This is STSPN. Back here, set point, match point, game point for the Glacier Peak Grizzlies on the road, trying to take it in straight sets. To serve, Ordonez. Slap back across, nice dig, got to do something with it, they do not. Diving towards the net, Ordonez rolls. It's still going to be match point, but the service now goes to the other side. Snohomish, Annika Smith, the sophomore, sends it skyward. Tip to the net, backward set, then sent back across. What effort, Olivia Harrison rather. 24-22. No quit.
It ain't over.
No quit in the Panthers. Punched at the net, into the net. Point, Panthers. Timeout on the floor. 24-23. We'll take another break on STSPN.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Back to work here on STSPN, presented by Les Schwab Tires. 24-23, GP trying to ice this one on the road, but the Panthers of Snohomish have something to say about it. Rise, attempted kill, nope. Oh, what do we got here? What have we got here? Glacier Peak celebrating, the official going to the table. Glacier Peak is going to win this one, 25-23, and that's the match.
That is the match.
Okay, well.
So you got to decide there.
I do have to decide, and I am actually going to go with Antonia Ordonez, the libero for Glacier Peak, and she's a senior, so number 16 will be able to explain to me just what in the heck
16.
happened to end this particular matchup. So 25-23, the decision in set 3, and straight sets, GP takes the win. We'll be back after this with our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game on STSPN.
The road can be a crazy place. That's why Les Schwab Tires fixes brakes, steering, and more. And those guys don't. Keep driving. I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first, so I can backseat drive with confidence.
Help maximize your mileage with a free safety check. Just swing by. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing.
And welcome back. It is STSPN Wesco Volleyball action presented by Les Schwab Tires. Amp Harrell here, joined by our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game, that being Antonia Ordonez. And first of all, congratulations on a big win. What in the world happened there for that match point? Good question, right?
Yeah, really good question. To be honest, it was just I was caught up in all of it, so I don't really remember what happened match point. But I just know that we pulled together as a team and we worked really hard on passing and communication and just getting everything over.
Fair enough. It was a quick whistle, and you guys were celebrating when the ball was on the other side of the net, and there was some sort of violation, I guess, against.
Oh, they were in the net. They were in the net.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
They were in the net, and that was how it ended. What were the keys to getting this big rivalry win for Glacier Peak?
It was definitely our communication, working together as a team. We've been working really hard in practice on just going for everything and trying to help each other out and really playing for each other instead of like just for ourselves.
Well, I'm very partial to the liberos, so what were the keys to your big game specifically?
I just really focused on making sure I was reading the ball early and moving early, and then also just making sure that I was being a vocal leader in the back row.
Fair enough. Any other sports that you play? Anything else we can watch for your senior season?
No.
Okay, so just focused on this one and
just focus on this one.
Getting the next big win.
Exactly.
All right, you are our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game, putting in the work. So if you could just pose for the photo there, and we'll of course cut this out and put this on Twitter so that your family can see it as well.
Thank you.
So congratulations on the big win.
Thank you so much.
And is it the bear claw thing?
Yes, just like this.
I'm not from this area, so go Grizzlies.
Go Grizzlies.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Well, that'll wrap things up from here. Thank you very much. Our player of the game is, again, Antonia Ordonez of the Glacier Peak Grizzlies. And, well, that'll do it for us. I'll be back on Friday with some football action from Snohomish High. But for my broadcast partner, Todd Elvig, for all the folks back in the truck putting in all the hard work back there, this has been another broadcast of STSPN presented by Les Schwab Tires. Glacier Peak takes it in straight sets.